Good afternoon. I'm so glad you all came. I'm excited to teach you one of my hobbies. Does anybody know what this is made of or what the hobby's called? What is it?
I believe it's called crocheting.
It is called crocheting. There's something else you can do with yarn. Do you know what that is?
Knitting.
Yes, Evan. It is knitting. Well, knitting is the other one. Today we are going to crochet. I did want to show you the difference. The difference between, Lydia, I think you might know. What is the difference?
Knitting, you use 2 needles, and with crocheting, you use 1 hook.
That's correct. So these are knitting needles. Yes.
What one's easier to do?
I think that crocheting is easier because you're only using 1 needle as opposed to having two things in your hands. So this is a needle, and you guys all have a crochet hook in front of you. So, and you're gonna get started. You've already chosen your yarn. So the first thing that we need to do when we're crocheting is to chain. And your directions, when you have directions, and I brought some books that we'll look in a few minutes, but I wanted to teach you the basics. The first thing they always tell you to do is to chain. And the way you do this, and I know we have a left-handed person here today, don't we? Are you going to crochet left-handed or within your right hand? Because I know you can do both. You're gonna try? Yeah. Left-handed? Okay. I do have a book for you too that maybe you can look at a little bit later. And it's especially for people that are left-handed. But you hold your hook in your right hand if you're right-handed, and the other yarn in your left hand. You have to make sure that you're not pulling really, really tight when you're doing it. I kind of grab this down here by the hook with 2 fingers, and you just let your yarn fall down, Charlie, okay? And then I put my finger like this. This is for like tension. You wrap it around this finger. But all you're going to do is go underneath the yarn, and I might have to come around since you're facing in a circle. It's harder to see. But you hook your yarn through here and pull it through that circle that was on your hook. So you just grab the yarn with the hook and pull it through, and that's a chain. You can do as many as you want, or as you're able to.
How many times do we wrap?
You wrap it around 1 time and you pull it through, and this is a chain. And each time you do it, it forms a chain. So you're gonna go. You're holding it like this. You're gonna grab it and pull it through. If you're having a hard time, see you have your knot on. You pulled your knot a little too tight. You want it loose. You're gonna pull it through and pull it through like that. And you know what might make it easier for you? Your needle's kind of small. If you're having a hard time, I can give you a little bit bigger needle. Yeah, so you pulled this a little bit. You don't want it tight. So you're gonna go like this and you pull it through and pull it through. Okay? Try it now. How's it going, Connor?
It's coming along.
Charlie?
Lost.
Oh, that's okay. Hold this in this hand and hold this right here to help you hold it. And you're just gonna grab the yarn, pull it through the hole. Grab the yarn, pull it through the hole. Can you do that now?
So I go like that.
Hold this. I wonder if, hold this with your middle finger and your thumb on your left hand. Right here, hold that, pinch that with those 2 fingers. Hold this one up here, this finger. Okay, now you're gonna grab this yarn and pull it through the hole. You almost have it.
Come on, Connor, keep going.
No, something's wrong.
Try again. I think once you get a little bit of a tail going, that you'll it gets easier. Let me get you started a little bit, Connor, and then I think you'll be able to do it. You know what else? Casey, can you hand me the needles? I'm gonna give Connor a bigger needle. I think it'll be a little bit easier for a bigger hook. If you have a bigger hook, if you have a bigger hook, it won't get stuck as much. Oops. Charlie, I'll be right there. Would you like a bigger hook too? Okay,
Yes,
see?
please.
Oh, yes, please.
Can I have a bigger hook?
You think you need?
This
Okay.
will help you.
Try that now. You
Am I
hold
doing
this
this
with
right?
those 2 fingers. Yes, Vivian, that looks really good.
This one gets looser. Like she had said, once it gets going, it's a lot easier.
Let me see.
Here, this is a bigger one. It'll be easier for you.
No. Yep.
Oh my God, that's good.
Ooh, Connor. Did my mom
I'm
do
still
it first?
confused on what to do. Finish this up.
I can't even do it with this big hook. I think it's too big, Charlie.
Okay, well, I'm stuck with the small one.
No, I'm gonna give you mine. 'Cause mine was a good size. Casey, are you doing all right?
She looks
I don't know what
different.
happened here.
I think it looks fine. You just have to practice doing it and practice not getting it too tight.
Oh, mine's too tight.
Well, just keep going and try and do it a little bit looser. Ben, how you doing?
I mean,
He's doing great.
look at
Wow.
that. I know.
Okay?
My
So
grandpa
Charlie,
had
I want you to take your left hand and hold this, and hold this. And you're gonna go. And just grab it and pull it through. It takes a while for your hands to get coordination in doing it. Try coming in from, I think you did it. Come from the front. Maybe that'll be easier. That way.
that.
And move. Turn your hook. Yeah. You've got it. Did the bigger hook make it easier, Connor?
Yeah. What's next?
Well, what you would do if you were choosing, like, here's a book on hats. Since we're doing dishcloths, Lee, I brought you this book because I think you could read patterns. And there's different, instead of just doing the same color back and forth, you can add other things. So you could look through this and see if you could read a pattern and find something that you would like to make. Like, here's one that's heart shaped, and it'll just tell you how many stitches that you're going to do and that kind of thing. Once you get your chain done, you do have to learn how to do a single crochet, which would be going back the other way. But I think for right now, we'll just work on getting the chain done, and finishing the project and doing single crochets would be another time.
Kind of get the hang of it. Once you get there. Oops.
Oh, this is good. You know what would make it a little bit easier? It's just not so tight. Do it nice and loose. Nice and loose. There you go.
I think mine got messed up.
Let's
I
see.
don't know what happened to it.
Well, yours is really, no, I gave you too small of a hook, I think.
I think this book will be really good for me because I've been looking for a challenge. The next steps of my crocheting.
Oh, good.
Do you think there's like videos on like YouTube or
Yes,
something?
that's
you could
the
just
other
look up?
thing. You can videos. That's a good idea, Ben. You can look for stuff on YouTube, and there's how-to videos. So then, and the nice thing about that is you can rewind it and play it again. You know, if you need to watch it over and over again. We're just normally you wouldn't switch, but since we're just practicing right now, that's what you would do. Okay, try it now. Vivian, you're ready to come back the other direction. Actually, yours is going to be really, really big, but that's okay. So you're going to come back the other way. Do you know how to single crochet?
Nope.
Let me see if I can get to you to make a stitch. Charlie?
This has been very helpful.
That'll be right there.
We're done. Oh, we only went through
Wow, Ben, that's awesome.
Thank you.
All right, good, Vivian. I think
Don't mess it up.
I won't mess it up. I think that's, we're just gonna work on the chain for now. But here, I'll show you this stitch. I'll show you the stitch on how to do, because you're ready to get started onto the next stitch, okay? So what we would do is we would come in here and you're gonna put it through and pull up a stitch and then yarn over again and pull it all the way through both of them. So I think everybody's doing a great job, and we'll keep practicing this, and then maybe tomorrow when we do this again, we can start doing another row after we practice our chain. Does that sound good?
Sounds like
Are there
fun.
any questions?
No, I don't think so.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.